The most famous documentary filmmaker of our time was in Nashville today, showing portions of his new film.
This is really cool. And get this, it's all about country music. Terry Bolger was there today, joins us now live from the Country Music Hall of Fame. Quite a shindig going on there, and quite a film, I hear.
16 hours of country music's greatest stories are coming to PBS. They'll come here in September. Today, Ken Burns, the historic filmmaker, made his arrival here at the Country Music Hall of Fame, and he kind of made it like a rock star on a bus.
Documentary filmmakers don't draw crowds with cameras. But when Ken Burns stepped off his tour bus, it felt like the Beatles' arrival in America, with the same style haircut. Greeted by an impromptu Illinois high school band outside the Hall of Fame.
I'm so lonesome I could cry.
16 hours of country's highs and lows, told in familiar Ken Burns style.
The stories contained in our film don't belong to us, of course. They don't belong solely to the people who shared them with us either. They belong to our country.
The stories of the music are what the film's about. Today it was all about the filmmaker.
It is such an honor that country music, which is at the heart of this city, is having a story told about it by Ken Burns.
The voices in the film provided mostly by country musicians who know the history.
It puts us in line with the national parks, with the Roosevelts, with Mark Twain, with baseball. We've known that all along, but it's wonderful to have this to do it. So I thank you, Ken.
Expect the other big star to be the city of Nashville.
Nashville is more than a place in our film. It is a character, a changing, growing personality that is part of the larger story we're trying to tell.
Ken Burns did 100 and some interviews in 6 years to get his film ready to go. 20 of those interviewees have since passed away. I get the feeling Ken Burns is really happy with what he wound up with. He spent all day here in Nashville with a big smile on his face. Downtown, Terry Bolger, News 4.
Terry, thanks so much. 16 hours. Now that's a film. Talk about binge watching, right?
Get that popcorn ready.
Yeah. But take your time, because I hear you do want to savor every hour of it. It's that good.
And he's donated some of the stuff, you know, that they didn't use that wound up on the cutting room floor. So it's really cool.